Hit subscribe first, because what you're about to hear could change the way you buy supplements forever. We treat vitamins like the safest shortcut to better health. Tiny pills that promise energy, immunity, and longevity. But what if the bottle sitting in your cabinet is quietly putting you at risk? Some brands are spiked with toxins, underdosed, or stuffed with cheap fillers your body can't use. Lead-in health tablets, sawdust instead of nutrients, pretty labels hiding ugly truths. Sounds unreal, but it's happening, and most people have no idea. Today, I'm revealing 9 vitamin brands you should avoid at all costs, and the 2 that actually keep their promise. Number 9. Nature Made used to be the vitamin brand everyone trusted. For years, it sat proudly on pharmacy shelves with bold claims of pharmacist recommended and quality assured. Bright orange bottles neatly stacked at Walmart, Walgreens, CVS, the kind seniors would pick up without thinking twice. The tablets looked clean, smooth, premium, like something straight from a hospital cabinet. But then, independent testing by Consumer Lab uncovered something shocking: lead. Yes, lead, the same toxic metal involved in the Flint water crisis, was detected in multiple nature-made supplements, above California Proposition 65 safety limits. Lead isn't a small mistake. In seniors, it can worsen memory, raise blood pressure, damage the nervous system, and interfere with bone health drugs like bisphosphonates. You think you're protecting your body, while the vitamin silently builds up in your bones, where lead can sit for years. One case hit especially hard. A 72-year-old woman from Arizona took Nature Made daily for months. Slowly, she grew confused, exhausted, forgetful, until one day she couldn't remember her own grandchildren's names. Tests later revealed lead levels 3 times higher than safe limits. That orange bottle by her morning coffee wasn't helping her, it was hurting her. Nature Made built its empire on trust. Doctor endorsements, pharmacy visibility, a clean medical look. But trust means nothing when heavy metals slip through manufacturing. People reached for health and unknowingly swallowed harm. Number 8. Centrum. At number 8 sits Centrum, the brand you see everywhere. Their ads show smiling seniors hiking trails, dancing with grandkids, glowing with vitality. The sleek silver packaging looks scientific and premium, stamped with number 1 doctor recommended. But behind the shiny marketing is an ugly truth. Multiple batches contain synthetic binders and additives known to cause digestive misery in older adults. People with sensitive stomachs reported nausea, cramps, even violent diarrhea. A retired nurse from Tampa said taking Centrum felt like being poisoned. Within an hour, she was doubled over, trapped in the bathroom, all from a supplement her doctor told her to trust. And it gets worse. Some Centrum tablets don't dissolve properly at all. Seniors reported passing them whole, like tiny stones in the toilet. Imagine paying for vitamins, and they leave your body untouched, like you swallowed a pebble. Studies published in the Journal of Pharmacy and Pharmacology show nearly 18% of multivitamins fail basic disintegration tests. If it doesn't dissolve, it doesn't deliver nutrients. And in seniors taking heart meds like warfarin or Eliquats, the fillers in Centrum tablets can interfere with drug absorption, turning a daily multivitamin into a risky combination. The silver box may look medical and trustworthy, but what's inside prioritizes profit and shelf life, not your health. Number 7. 1 a day. The name sounds comforting, right? 1 a day. Just 1 pill, once a day. Health made simple. No clutter, No complicated routine, just convenience wrapped in red, white, and blue. A brand that looks trustworthy, dependable, familiar. Seniors grabbed it off the shelf, believing simplicity equals safety. But the truth behind the scenes wasn't so simple. FDA warning letters exposed major quality control failures in certain one-a-day facilities. Manufacturing issues so severe, they violated good manufacturing practices. In plain language, batches were being produced where bacteria, mold, allergens, and heavy metal contamination were possible, even likely. For seniors with diabetes, weakened immunity, or undergoing chemo, a contaminated vitamin meant to support their health could instead trigger infections or dangerous allergic reactions. Complaints began flooding in, bottles smelling like rancid oil or harsh chemicals, tablets crumbling into powder before they reached the mouth, capsules arriving stuck together in sticky clumps. Some customers even received bottles already expired, bought straight from major retailers. One man in Cleveland opened a new bottle from Walmart and found capsules glued together in a yellow, foul-smelling residue. Customer support brushed it off as normal moisture. It wasn't. Lab tests later confirmed active mold spores in that same batch, a serious respiratory risk for seniors. One a day promised convenience. Instead, many consumers got contamination, poor quality, and potential hospital visits. And isn't it strange? Even after repeated violations, these big brands are still promoted as doctor recommended. If this information protects you or someone you love, tap subscribe. It's free, and you'll never miss these health exposés again. Number 6. VitaFusion Gummies. Gummy vitamins feel friendly, soft, sweet, easy to chew. Perfect for seniors who struggle swallowing large tablets. VitaFusion built its success on that idea, selling vitamins that taste like candy wrapped in bright, fun packaging covered in happy fruits. But behind the candy-like charm lies a serious issue. Consumer lab testing found shocking nutrient discrepancies. In several VitaFusion products, actual vitamin D content was as low as 30% of what the label claimed. That means a senior taking gummies, believing they're getting 1,000 IU might be getting only 300 IU, a 70% deficiency. For older adults, that missing vitamin D isn't just a number, it's the difference between strong bones and dangerous fractures. One 78-year-old woman from Portland took VitaFusion religiously for 2 years. She trusted the label. But after a light trip over a rug corner, she landed in the hospital with a broken hip. Her blood work showed severe vitamin D deficiency. Her bones had been slowly weakening while she believed she was protected. 6 weeks in rehab, all while a bottle of gummies sat on her counter every morning. And then there's the sugar. Each gummy has 2 to 3 grams of added sugar, meaning multiple gummies per day can lead to blood sugar spikes, a nightmare for diabetic seniors. It tastes fun and harmless, but beneath the sweetness is a supplement acting more like candy than nutrition. Your body is left craving nutrients that never arrive. VitaFusion made vitamins enjoyable, but enjoyment means nothing when your bones are starving, your immunity weakens, and your blood sugar climbs. Number 5. GNC Megamen. 50 Plus GNC has always marketed itself as the go-to store for people serious about supplements. And Megamen 50 Plus was their pride product, designed specifically for aging men dealing with low energy, prostate concerns, and heart health. The bottle looks intense and masculine, bold, black and yellow, almost like something made for bodybuilders rather than grandfathers. You hold it, and it feels powerful. The capsules are large, dark, and carry that strong herbal vitamin smell. But here's the part GNC never highlighted in advertisements. Investigations and lawsuits revealed that some GNC supplements contained undisclosed herbal fillers and hidden stimulants, substances that can dangerously interact with heart medications and blood pressure drugs. Men taking common prescriptions like metoprolol or lisinopril began reporting alarming symptoms: chest pain, dizziness, irregular heartbeat. One 65-year-old man in Grand Rapids tried Megamen 50 plus, hoping to boost energy. Instead, he ended up dialing 911 after terrifying heart palpitations sent his pulse soaring to 130 beats per minute. After hospital tests, doctors traced the reaction back to hidden stimulants like guarana and green tea extract, compounds never clearly displayed on the front label. For seniors recovering from heart conditions or managing hypertension, that isn't a supplement. It's a ticking bomb. A 2015 report from the New York Attorney General uncovered even more troubling findings. DNA testing showed that several GNC supplements didn't contain the herbs they advertised, but instead cheap fillers like rice powder, soy, and even random plant material. The label promised ginkgo and ginseng, but consumers were swallowing something else entirely. The branding screamed strength and vitality. The reality? A risky formula hidden behind proprietary blends and fine print. GNC sold confidence, but bottled uncertainty. Stay with me, because the solution is coming in the final segment. Number 4. Garden of Life Vitamin Code. Garden of Life became a fan favorite by claiming to be raw, organic, real food-based. No synthetics, no chemicals, just fruits and vegetables in capsule form. On the outside, Vitamin Code looks like wellness perfection: earthy packaging, farm imagery, natural colors. You open the bottle, and it even smells like dried greens. For health-conscious seniors, it feels like the purest choice on the shelf. But independent testing by Clean Label Project told a very different story. Some Vitamin Code products were found to contain arsenic and cadmium, heavy metals linked to kidney damage and cancer. For seniors living with kidney issues, diabetes, or dialysis treatment, these metals accumulate silently in the body and can accelerate organ decline. Cadmium is especially dangerous. It behaves like calcium, meaning it settles into bones and kidneys and stays for decades. Once inside, it's nearly impossible to remove. The Farm Fresh image sells purity, but the tests showed contamination that could slowly poison the very organs you were trying to heal. It didn't stop there. Consumer reports described broken seals, popped safety tabs, foul odors, and visible mold inside bottles. One woman from Eugene bought Vitamin Code Raw B Complex that smelled like rotten soil. She opened it and found white-green mold growing inside, and all she received from customer service was an automated refund email. No recall, no transparency. The promise was raw, organic perfection. What people got was beautiful branding wrapped around contaminated supplements. Most shoppers never learn how to recognize a bad vitamin bottle. But don't worry, at the end of this video, we'll show you exactly how to spot and avoid them. Number 3 now. Foods Now. Foods has been around for more than 5 decades. A familiar name in health stores, praised for being affordable, accessible, and seemingly trustworthy. For seniors living on retirement income, it felt like the perfect balance: good quality without the premium price tag. The bright yellow labels looked friendly, The bottles were big. It felt like value, like you were making a smart, responsible choice. But that low price came with a hidden cost. FDA inspections uncovered major quality control failures across several NOW Foods facilities. They found weak testing procedures, poor ingredient verification, and sloppy contamination prevention practices. In one shocking incident, a batch of Nalbu calcium supplements tested positive for unsafe levels of lead. Imagine this. Calcium is supposed to strengthen bones and prevent fractures in aging adults. But when that calcium carries lead, you're not improving your health. You're damaging your brain, weakening your nervous system, and increasing risk of stroke. Lead replaces calcium inside the body like an imposter, depositing itself into bones and organs while silently destroying them from within. Those cheerful yellow labels promised value, but behind factory doors, quality was falling apart. Seniors who thought they were supporting bone density were instead slowly dosing themselves with a heavy metal known to cause memory loss, confusion, and irreversible neurological decline. FDA files from 2019 revealed that now foods could not consistently verify what was actually inside their supplements. No fixed purity standards, no guaranteed dosage, no reliable ingredient identity confirmation. One retired school teacher in Austin took now calcium every morning for half a year. Slowly she became fatigued, mentally foggy, unable to focus. Blood tests showed elevated lead levels far above the safe threshold. She had chosen now because it felt honest. No hype, no flashy claims, but cost-cutting sacrificed safety. The price was low, but the risk was high. Number 2, Nature's Bounty. Nature's Bounty is everywhere. Walgreens, Target, Costco, the grocery store down the street. It's priced perfectly to seem practical, reliable, and budget-friendly. The label says, trusted since 1971, backed by science, clean green packaging, everything about it screams safe choice. But in 2019, investigations uncovered something alarming. Nature's Bounty supplements were found to contain unlisted ingredients, rice flour, powdered legumes, and even traces of peanut protein without any allergen warnings. For a senior with peanut sensitivity, that's not a supplement. That's a medical emergency waiting to happen. One woman checked labels carefully due to a peanut allergy. No warnings. She took Nature's Bounty B complex daily and landed in the ICU. Lab tests later confirmed peanut protein contamination in her vitamins. But contamination wasn't the only problem. Independent testing found massive potency inconsistencies. One bottle might deliver the full dose, while the next, from the same batch, contained barely half. Seniors relying on B12 for nerve support or folate for heart health had no idea whether they were getting a therapeutic dose or a near placebo. A study by the American Botanical Council even discovered that some Nature's Bounty herbal products contained almost none of the herb on the label, only cheap fillers like rice and maltodextrin. The branding promised purity, reliability, and decades of trust. The truth? Hidden allergens, uneven potency, and filler-laced formulas. People trusted the clean green label because it looked honest. Inside was a gamble, a coin toss with your health on the line. Pause for a second and think. How are brands with contamination and heavy metals still on every store shelf in America? Why does the FDA allow this? Stick around. The final brand reveal is coming, and after that, you'll learn how to spot safe supplements so you never get fooled again. Finally, the number 1 spot. Kirkland Signature Vitamins, Costco's beloved in-house brand. For millions of seniors, Kirkland means value, bulk savings, and trust. Massive bottles, 300-plus capsules, neatly lined on warehouse shelves, enough vitamins to last months at a time. Multivitamins, D3, Omega-3, the red and white label, feels safe, dependable, almost comforting. Like Costco itself, it seems like the smartest choice for a tight budget. But behind that trusted logo lived a nightmare no one saw coming. Independent lab tests revealed shocking failures in potency. Some Kirkland supplements contained only 60% of the nutrients listed on the label. 60%. A senior taking 2,000 IU of vitamin D. In reality, just 1,200 IU. That's a 40% loss every single day. Weeks turn into months, months into years, and the deficiency quietly grows. Bones weaken, immunity drops, fatigue creeps in, all while thinking you're doing something good for your health. And it gets worse. Multiple batches also tested positive for microbial contamination, mold spores, bacteria, organisms that thrive in large bulk bottles stored for long periods or sealed poorly during manufacturing. The pills may look harmless, but inside, a silent hazard. Bigger bottles mean longer exposure to air, humidity, temperature changes, the perfect recipe for contamination. Seniors with low immunity, cancer recovery patients, those on steroids or immunosuppressants, the people who need safety the most, are the ones at highest risk. One couple in Fort Myers, Florida, took Kirkland multivitamins daily for 3 months. Both ended up hospitalized with severe gut infections. Lab cultures matched bacteria found in unopened bottles from the same batch. Value? Yes. Safety? Absolutely not. Kirkland promised Costco-level quality, but instead delivered warehouse shortcuts that could cost you your health. Saving money at checkout might mean paying in hospital bills later. And here's the bigger picture. A 2021 JAMA Network study found that nearly 23% of supplements contain undisclosed ingredients, and 15% are contaminated with heavy metals like lead and arsenic. Seniors, who make up nearly 70% of daily supplement users, suffer the most. Aging kidneys filter slower. Medication interactions become more dangerous. One mistake, and it hits hard. The supplement industry is barely regulated. Unlike prescription drugs, vitamins don't need FDA approval to hit shelves. Companies regulate themselves. Inspections are rare. Recalls are slow. Consumers, especially seniors, are left trusting labels that don't always tell the truth. A 2023 OIG report revealed the FDA inspects only a fraction of manufacturing facilities yearly. The rest? Operating unchecked. No wonder 23,000-plus Americans land in emergency rooms every year from supplement-related incidents, most of them seniors. So what can you trust? 2 brands that actually get it right. Safe choice number 1, Thorne Research pharmaceutical-grade manufacturing. Third-party testing on every batch. No heavy metals, no fillers, no mystery ingredients. You can even look up the certificate of analysis for your exact bottle online. Formulas designed for real health needs: heart, kidney, immune support, senior absorption issues. Methylated B complex for aging nerves. Pure vitamin D with verified potency. Gentle magnesium. No cheap oxide that upsets stomachs. No hype, no glitter, just science. and it consistently ranks top in independent purity tests. Safe choice number 2, pure encapsulations. Hypoallergenic, transparent, clean it's as it gets. No gluten, soy, dairy, artificial dyes, or hidden allergens. Every batch tested multiple times before release. Loved by functional medicine doctors, perfect for seniors with allergies, autoimmune issues, or long prescription lists. Fish oil that's triple distilled. Multivitamins in bioavailable forms your body can actually absorb. What the label says is exactly what's inside, nothing more, nothing less. After betrayal from mainstream brands, this is how trust is rebuilt. The vitamin aisle should not be a minefield, but it is. Brands you grew up trusting are now tied to contamination, lies, and shortcuts. Lead in healthy supplements. Mold in bulk bottles. Allergens hidden behind clean labels. Potency as inconsistent as a coin toss. But now you know who to avoid, and you know 2 brands that won't play games with your health. Before you go, tap subscribe. If you're watching on TV, click your remote. Don't miss what's coming next. It could protect you or someone you love.